It is, oh, it's 4/14, balance. July 10th, Sunday. Feeling a lot better today, for sure. A lot better. I just got home from the Artisan Fleas in LA, Venice. I went to support a friend of mine. She's a photographer, and she makes these cement pots that are freaking amazing. And I told her I wanted one. Initially it was gonna be a gift for someone, but then when she talked about it some more, I just felt the tug to like keep it. So, you know, there's this, I'm trying to hold back from purchasing stuff, but you know, when you're inspired, you're just inspired. and there's a part of me that's like, I want to take bits and pieces of this life, this chapter, right, with me, and then there's stuff that I'm leaving behind as a way to just kind of move forward. But you know, I want to recognize the art that continues to inspire. Not that the other art didn't inspire me, it still does. I mean, art just inspires me, but the fact that I know these women, right, and these artists, there's just something, and I get excited to know that I'm like, oh, I have one of their pieces, you know, like there's just something about it. So I went to support her. So this friend is Ashley. I believe her last name is Harmon. And so she's doing markets now, and I went to go pick up the pot that I had told her to put aside for me. And so so this is the pot. It's gorgeous. I mean, look at this. and she says it's one of a kind because she can't figure out how to create the same texture, the smoothness of it. And I love that it has an amethyst. You know, and I'm still working on like my green thumb, but I just saw it and I was just like, I need to have it. Well, this was the one I was gonna give a gift, but then I wanted to keep it when she said it was one of a kind. I'm like, that's mine. And it comes with this little like pot holder. So it's like the cutest thing. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? So I'll include her link. She finally has an Instagram for her pots. But here's another one. This one I am going to give away. The loved one. And it's kind of the same thing, only that the texture is a little more grainy. But look at that. Look at that crystal. Isn't that amazing? Ugh. I just love it. So this one's going to be a gift. And so I mentioned that a part of me, you know, wanting to take new stuff to my new apartment. And so, and being mindful, right? And then also like gifting things to people who have been really supportive on this journey with me. And yeah. So anyways, so this is also Ashley's work, and she's the one that printed out the dandelion photograph that, and she needs to sign that. But so this is another artwork of hers, and I loved it because one, I couldn't tell what side it was up until she signed it. Two, it has the bubbles. It has like the bubbly feel that I see sometimes when I'm still in search of my waves. And so when I see something that reminds me of my waves, like I have to get it. And so this, it has the bubbles. So I'll just share that. It's just gorgeous. So this is one. The other piece that I got from her is this one. Yeah, I mean, that's just amazing. You can kind of see there we go. Isn't that amazing? And then this one I'm probably going to give this as a gift to someone, most likely. But I thought it was freaking amazing because it's the firefall in Yosemite. So apparently 2 weeks out of the year, the sun hits this waterfall in a certain way where it looks like fire. I thought that was amazing, and it's in Yosemite. And so I I wasn't gonna take it, but then I was like, I have to have it. Because it's fire and water. It's fire and water. It's fire and water. And earth. And the sky is all in it. Look at that amazing photograph. Isn't that freaking amazing? That's how it looks like. How can you not? So it might be a gift for someone. I don't know yet. I might keep it. So I went to go support her for that. I also went to go pick up my Kelsey Greenas that I have to show you. So I think I mentioned that I post nude for Kelsey's class, and I told her I wanted to support her as well, and I wanted to take with me her artwork. Yes, she signed it. So these are some of her sketches. Isn't that amazing? Oh my gosh. So this is one of them, and I'm excited. Here's the other one. Isn't that amazing? And I love the colors. So she framed them for me, and then this is another one. This one I can't keep, but because it has to go to someone. But look at how amazing! I'm like, wow, she is freaking talented. Yeah, that's just, I'm in awe and inspired. So yeah, so that was my day, just picking up stuff that I had purchased and supporting, you know, fellow artists and continuing to be inspired. And then the drive home was inspiring. I met up with the loved one that I mentioned, and just, you know, as I'm coming back, there's this pull to make time to hang out with loved ones, right? As the time is getting closer for me to like move on. And so and then weirdly enough, the theme today was also like taking these side streets that were familiar and unfamiliar at the same time, and taking me through Venice, and I'm taking snapshots of things and just mental, my sister's just like, mental pictures. And she does that, like, mental pictures. When you can't take a picture, right? Because you're in the middle of something or not allowed to. And so I'm remembering and just being present in the moment, and going down these streets and just paying attention to the little things, like the signs and the different restaurants and the shops, and then the street itself. Like when I went to visit my loved one, he's in LA, and I'm going down Arlington and crossing Jefferson, and there's a part of that street of Arlington where it kind of slopes down, and I can see the Hollywood sign from afar. Like, I'm like, wow, I can see the Hollywood sign. And then I'm seeing downtown, like just the buildings, and I'm just like, wow, this looks so incredible. And then the Craftsman home, I love the Craftsman homes along the side, and there's this familiarity with the neighborhood almost, and then this at the same time, this like wowness of like, wow, like it's familiar, but at the same time it's not. And then remembering black and white pictures that I would see in the antique shops that I'd love to like go into, and looking at these black and white pictures, and just kind of, there's just like this pull to that time period almost, you know, like. And then wondering, like, I'm taking all these like side routes that I might have taken once or twice, but then there's this familiarity, and then I have the Beatles playing in the background, and Fleetwood Mac, and just like these classic songs that are just like, again, this familiarity, and then at the same time, this pull to this time period, right? And then just reminiscing on this past year, and how intense it was, and how magical it was, and just, yeah, just sitting with it, and realizing that I wouldn't trade it for the world. I wouldn't trade it. So I'm just sitting with all that. And just wondering too, like, I actually started wondering, like, I wonder how many past lives I've lived, and where, and just sitting with it just remembering the streets and the palm trees and just taking it all in. Just taking it all in. Just taking it all in. And then imagining this new life for myself in San Francisco. Just relishing in the moment. Really taking it all. And singing and just knowing that I'm exactly where I need to be. And being grateful for that moment. All those moments. All the little moments. All the way home. So I just wanted to speak to that, to these artists, and I'll include their links again. And I'm gonna go see the kids and spend time with them as much as I can before I leave, and pack, and yeah, so just wanted an update on that. Yeah, okay, that was it. I didn't meditate this morning. I just kind of relished and enjoyed being in the moment and listening to music, and yeah, and getting ready, and so that was it. All right, I guess we'll see what happens next. All right, bye. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience, and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way, just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else